I used to wonder why bears in particular use the kunai super so much, and I realized, because it seems like an inefficient use of meter at first, right? Like, yeah, you get a really nasty mix-up off of it, but that's spending 50% of your meter on a mix-up that kind of doesn't get you that much damage, and like the Oki afterwards could be okay, but it's like you could have spent that meter on 2 YRC teleports and 1 neutral twice, right? And it seems like that would be more worth it, right? Then I paid more attention to when Bears uses the kunai super, and he uses it mostly to close out a round, and essentially what you're buying there is not the damage. What you're buying is the higher percentage chance of landing a nasty mix-up while putting yourself at even less risk than Chip normally puts himself in for a mix-up, right? Normally a Chip mix-up, like, he's not like the riskiest guy, but if he gets hit going for a mix-up, like, he's gonna die, right? Like, Chip dies off of counter hits. And so spending 50% on that kunai super to give himself a mix-up that's like, damage, but very, very safe, that's what you're paying for, right? I wouldn't have learned that unless I started doing it more myself and figuring out why it was good. Like, actually figuring it out instead of just thinking about it. Like, the reason that kunai super exists is to make it so Chip has a tool which will, like, minimize his chance of winning, and then getting caught once and losing, which is a huge problem for Chip. It happens all the time. If you watch Bears versus Deb, that's basically what happened at CEO Otaku in, like, I think it was like losers finals or losers semis or something, right? Happens to Chip all the time. And so at first I see this super and I'm like, why would I didn't even know you had it for the longest time because I wasn't really paying attention. And then when I saw it, I was like, why would you do that? But you figure out a little bit and you're like, oh, okay, this actually patches a very fundamental weakness that you might not have even realized the character had.